Eric, I go, Dustin's not going to do that because he thinks that you're going to put him up next week. He goes, I will. And he goes, I go, really? And he goes, yeah. How? He goes, why has Dustin turned on me? Why has he been like that with me the last few days? He goes, me and Dustin were so tight. He goes, Danielle and Dustin were tight. All before Eric started getting in his head. All before Eric was fucking paranoid this week because he knew he was going up. He goes, that's
not true.
It is, though, Dustin. But Dick made a deal. I'm telling you right now, Dick made a deal that if he gets HOH next week, he won't put you or me up. And if you get HOH, you don't put Dick or Danielle up. It's a 1 week deal. It gets us through the week to reconcile everything that went on this week. Eric's out of the house and we're all fucking happy. Eric is a snake. I have sat out there for an hour and a half right now and I have listened and sat there and played every scenario out in my head. We are in good with Dick and Danielle. It's because of Eric that we're not, because we're willing to go against them and get rid of Eric, or keep Eric and go against them after he fucking screwed Nick over. They don't blame Nick leaving on you at all. They blame it on Eric. The only person it benefited to get rid of Nick is Eric. If Eric's the only person that benefited, not Jamaica, not Jessica, not me, not you, not Dick, not Danielle, Eric. That's why he's sitting up in the room right now in the middle of the beds, because he's fucking a nervous wreck, because he knows if he doesn't have my vote. He saw me out there. He tried to come outside, and Dick goes, can you give us a few minutes?
Yeah, I know.
And as much as it's gonna, as fucked up, and then Danielle goes, Amber, you don't think that if, I go, I can't do that to Dustin. I go, I will not vote the opposite of Dustin. I said, because, I go, I'm not gonna tell Dustin I'm voting to keep Eric if I'm not. I go, and I swear on my daughter, I don't want to go against that, but if I can't get Dustin, if I can't talk to Dustin and convince him and make him see that he to vote Eric out, I said, Dick, I go, Dustin wants Eric in this house for his benefit, because he goes, why? He goes, I go, because you're going to put him up next week. He goes, well, he goes, tell me this, Amber, if Dustin gets HOH next week, you tell me he's not going to put me up? And he goes, I know he is. And I go, I'm not going to say that yes or no. He goes, well, I'm going to put him up. I know he is. So just as much as you say you're going to put Dick up next week, you tell me that all the time. Dick, why wouldn't Dick put you up? It's the same thing. Eric is a fucking snake, Dustin. He needs to go. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's a fucking liar. He's a manipulator. He's a master manipulator. He has gotten me and you to basically ignore Dick and Danielle the last few days.
Absolutely. Amber, Dick and Danielle have been conspiracy theorying. You know what? No, I'm sorry. I don't like the way that Dick plays this game. I want Dick out of this house more than I want Eric out of this house.
Okay, well, I'm voting to get rid of Eric then. He's gone this week.
Why? But why? All you're doing is listening to them.
Because they're right.
But, Amber, you haven't given me any sort of information. Like, what is this deal with Jen? What's going on with Jen? Why is every 5 minutes she pulls some trick out of her hat and it's like, oh yeah, Dick did that?
Him and Eric and Jen have been, since her week of HOH, he tells her that, he constantly says fucked up shit to her. Oh, come on. Oh, when she puts on her bathing suit or whatever. You know, he's always making sarcastic remarks. He tells her, I'm going to make sarcastic remarks to throw everybody off. The seeds that he's planted, he fucking tells her where to put the keys at to throw everybody else off. He throws HOHs. I don't want someone like that in this game trying to get between me and you. You know what he's done, if you haven't realized this? And they just pointed it out to me, it's so true. He had Jed and Kale against Dick and Danielle. Basically, he was sitting back and enjoying the show. Now that everything came to a surface and truth, and he saw Jen and Dick talking, now he's getting me and you against Dick and Danielle.